Hi, everybody. This is Alan Fine, and I'm really excited to introduce you to four people, all travel advisors, all with agencies doing well. And then suddenly they decided to become one bigger luxury travel agency called Worlds Away Travel. We're going to find out all about how that happened, why that happened, and more on Insider Travel Report. So hello, everybody. Thank you for being here. How are you and where are you? Let's start with who's raising their hands first. It's like a game show. Hit the buzzer.
I'll go first.
Okay.
I'm doing very well. I'm in Brooklyn, right over the bridge from Manhattan. And I've been here for a little bit over 10 years.
Well, now wait, let's go a little deeper. Anya, your travel agency's named what?
Palace Traveler.
Right. And so how long?
I've been in the industry for 6 years, six and a half. And before that, I was a lawyer. I practiced for about 10 years or so. I hated it. I did not have enough vacation time, which was one of my main reasons to look for something that I can do while traveling, while being away. And then I was actually introduced to Heather, who is also an ex-attorney, by a friend.
I'm sensing a theme.
Yeah, there's definitely that. By another lawyer, and I met her. We hit it off, and a few months later,
let's let Heather tell her story too. But any affiliations with your agency?
So we worked for the same host agency.
Which was?
We were affiliated, Classic Travel. We were affiliated with the same host agency. Okay.
We were all independent contractors at Classic Travel.
Yeah.
That helps me a lot. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Heather, why don't you take over? Tell us about yourself and your agency.
Okay. So I was a lawyer too, like Anya said. I practiced for about 5 years, and then I joined Classic Travel 10 years ago. So I was actually an independent contractor with them for 10 years, just operating my own business, just under the name Heather Solish. So, and then I was introduced to Jennifer also by a mutual friend, and then she came on board also.
All right, well, let's go. Jennifer, tell us a little about yourself.
Okay. My name's Jennifer Anderson. I have been a travel advisor since 2017. My business is called Reserve Travel, and my background is finance and accounting. I was an accountant, and then I was in marketing and client service for many years before stopping to raise my two children. So when I was looking to get back into the workforce, I was networking tons, met a great girl who happened to have been a yoga instructor who introduced me to Heather. And I literally went into the city one day and waited in Starbucks till she had time to meet me.
Wait. So I
don't even know if you knew that.
I didn't know that.
Anya's Brooklyn. Heather's where?
I'm in Brooklyn also.
And then Jennifer?
I'm in New Jersey.
Okay, but yoga is the connection there.
So the woman that connected us, she was in the travel industry and then became a yoga instructor. So she knew Heather from the industry.
I actually met her on a wellness travel fam trip to India, and we stayed in touch. And then I actually did some yoga with her also, but Jennifer was taking private lessons with her, and then she connected us.
So wait a minute. So Ringo, Jackie, you're the last Beatle?
I hate yoga. So
how did Jackie get pulled into the mix?
So I'm a little different. I came probably I don't know if I came. I came before or after Jennifer. I'm a little different. I worked in. I've been involved in travel since right out of college, but in the corporate side. I started working at American Express. I was there for 11 years, developing gold and platinum card programs, and then worked at other companies as well in hospitality, but always on the business development and marketing side. So I started Inviato Travel as a hotel review website, which in 2009, I think. And it was more of a passion project while I had kids as well. And I ended up at Classic Travel because people were asking to book their travel based on the hotels that I was reviewing. So I kind of came in through the back door.
No, it's still valid. That's great.
So, but we all worked, met each other in the same office.
So let me ask Heather, why create Worlds Away Travel now, right? During a pandemic, right? I mean, how long had you been talking about it? Did you think about it before the pandemic? Was it because of the pandemic? And then again, of course, the pandemic is not a bad time. It's always a time for figuring new things out.
Well, I think the pandemic definitely gave us all a chance to sort of sit back and reevaluate our business for sure. And before the pandemic, but especially throughout the pandemic, we all were really relying on each other a lot. We were asking, all of the changing rules, the borders opening and closing, quarantine, no quarantine. So, we all had tons of questions and we really found ourselves relying on each other a lot, even though we had for, years before, but more than ever. And, we just started thinking while we had this downtime that it was really a good time to reinvent ourselves, a good time to pool our resources more efficiently and sort of, benefit from each other's skill sets and just figure out a good way to really get strong and efficient so that when travel did come back, we'd be better than ever.
You said skill sets. And so that was my question for Jennifer, which is, I feel like you're going for a gestalt here, like the sum of the parts and the whole and the difference. You were going for something there?
Well, I think it's a coincidence, but we all just have different skill sets that really complement each other. Having two lawyers, two women from a business background with MBAs, we all just took our own roles on within this new company, and it's a complement to each other, really.
So I was going to ask that. So there's no real overlap. Is there? Well, do you have specialties in travel, and then that's you refer?
Well, we all specialize in luxury travel.
It's a broad topic.
It is, but we all have different, like Jackie is very well traveled in Africa. So we can all really draw on her experience in African travel. And, we all, I have been to more islands in the Caribbean and Anya has been all over Europe. So, it's really nice to draw on that.
You have strength in your territories. Are you growing your old companies at the same time, or are you all growing the one company? Are the lines blurred, or is there still a separation?
I think they're aligned because, we are still one umbrella company. So we are growing Worlds Away Travel. And from a supplier standpoint and business standpoint, we are one company. But from a consumer facing standpoint, we still have our own individual companies. And so they are very parallel. They grow together.
I see. So now I assume that you're all trying to bring in new clients and you have existing clients. How does that work?
So we all have our individual existing clients that are our clients and they will stay our clients. That's always been this way. As far as new clients, we will divide them. We haven't figured out yet how, but I'm sure, we'll come up with a system, whether it's by chance or whether it's by, depending on, if someone is doing Africa, obviously that would probably go to Jackie since she's the most knowledgeable. We're also planning on bringing on ICs. So if we, at the height of the business, we were all very busy and we didn't always have time for new clients. So our ICs will also have the benefit of potentially getting whatever new clients Worlds Away Travel will get.
Depending upon travel trends, one of you guys might be busier than the other guy. So I guess it's at that point, you then just reach out and help each other.
Yeah. And it's also good too. We can cover for each other if we are traveling. And, I feel like we all were, like Anya said, very busy. And it's really nice to have partners to rely on.
Some of the systems we're putting in place are going to help us become more efficient in servicing these clients. We've already implemented an intranet system amongst ourselves where we're sharing all of our hotel site visit information and, room tips and all sorts of.
Even just the hotel contacts, everything's all in one place. It's much more efficient.
Everything's in real time between you. And then outwardly facing. So the client, when they come, they go to where, let's give them, it's a website. Your website is where it all happens?
It's worldsawaytravel.com.
Right. Okay. At this time, we have about 78,000 travel advisors that get our newsletter every morning. What is it that maybe they're thinking about doing this? Let's talk about what you've uncovered? What are the hard parts about it? What are the easy parts about it? Give us some advice for someone looking to maybe do something like this.
Well, I mean, we benefited because we knew each other before, and we've traveled with each other. We've worked with each other at the same hosting agency.
Well, I hope strangers wouldn't do this. Yeah.
But, we chose each other for a specific reason, because we all know how each other's work. We all have the same values and the same philosophy for what we wanted this company to be. So I guess my advice would, if someone is looking to go with another company or look at for partners, it's really, choose the person as like you're choosing your husband. You have to just really like them. And you have to really believe in, their mindset and understand really how they work, because you're going to be with them all the time.
We spend a lot of time with them.
I talk to these girls more than I talk to my husband.
No, it's true. We are in constant contact.
So you really need to, and our goals, we all want to have fun, right? This is a wonderful industry to be in. But at the end of the day, aside from efficiency, we just want to enjoy each other. And also, we enjoy obviously traveling. We all have that common passion, but you really just want to like the people that you're working with.
For me, it would have been very hard to get the systems organized if I had to do it myself. And this is where I think this collaboration works, because Jennifer is amazing at this. And she has put in so much work into our intranet, and it is amazing. And honestly, personally, I could have never done it myself. It would have been a total mess. I could have never found anything. And meanwhile, I log in and everything is at the fingertips.
How great.
It is true. It was a really nice reset. I think that we all sort of wanted that. I mean, I think that the pandemic sort of, brought this out on all of us. We wanted a fresh start. We wanted to feel really excited about something and not sad that everything was getting canceled, but really looking forward to the future and really feeling like we were building something together. And, we're working with Travel Edge, which has been really great. Because,
let's talk about that. That was my next question. How did you choose that? How did you make that decision?
Well, a lot of it was because of the technology they offer, and everyone can, add to this as well. But they really do make it very, very easy to book things, to invoice things, and they also have great rates and amenities at all of the hotels, wonderful partners around the world. So it was a pretty easy choice, actually.
Yeah, I think especially for newer agents who don't use Sabre, who look at it for the first time, it's a scary thing. It's a beast. And I personally hated Sabre. I was never very good with it. So I actually had to ask someone in the office to book flights. And while they didn't mind doing it, it was a pain for everyone. The system that TravelX has is based on Sabre, but it looks like booking in Google Flights, They
put an interface over.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's super easy. Very, 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 very user-friendly.
And I think the best part is that we're able to build our own brand, have our autonomy and independence while having the support and the infrastructure of Travel Edge. It's a win-win.
As we start, are there any bookings coming in? 22, 23? Let's talk about the future.
No, there are. I think we've all been busier the past few weeks than we have been, in the 6 months before that. So we're feeling positive.
What's hot right now?
Florida.
Warm weather.
Yeah.
It's not that exciting yet.
Villas. Everyone wants a villa.
Yes.
They want space. Villas. What about parks? We're just talking about U.S. Is that what we're talking about first?
U.S. and Caribbean.
Excuse me?
Caribbean, the islands, yeah. I mean, the parks were very popular last year.
Right.
I feel like this year
so last year.
Exactly. So last year. I think everyone this year wants to feel like at least they're going internationally.
Right. So
even if it is just the islands of Mexico.
What about Mexico?
Mexico, it's popular. Mexico is also popular.
There's always people who love Mexico and people who will never go to Mexico. That's always
exactly. But Mexico was already popular last year as well. I think Hawaii is another one that's heating up.
Yeah.
People are really just anxious to get it go away, but I think they also want it to be easy and not complicated, and they want it to be safe. So I think the vaccinations and the rollout of that is playing part into that. But they're all, everybody wants to go like farther outside of the United States, but right now it's just not logistically.
Right. How are you keeping up with all the rules? How are you doing with that?
Well, yesterday we were on Zoom calls all day with suppliers around, in different countries around the world, and, just reading. That's another thing why it's really great to have 4 of us instead of one person trying to keep up with everything. So it's a big help to be able to have 4 heads instead of 1.
Everyone is asking about Europe. At least once a day, I get a text or an email from a client. When can we go to Europe? When is it opening up?
What do you tell them?
Be patient.
We hope this summer.
I'm telling them hopefully late July, August. And that's the info we got from a lot of our contacts yesterday on the Zoom calls. I mean, I have clients booked for Greece, and I know Jennifer as well, I think, and I'm not sure if the other ones too, for June. I think Jackie as well. But I am probably going to reschedule that for maybe September.
What kind of marketing are you doing?
Well, the PR was our big marketing, the press release. And so we just started our Instagram. We have put up a new website, which I think in a matter of a week, we're pretty fast and efficient, I have to say. And, newsletters also in the works as well.
Well, you're looking for ICs.
Yes.
So if someone's qualified and they want to get in touch with you, what do they do?
You just go to our website, worldsawaytravel.com, and there is a page for that. They can just get in touch with us.
Join us page.
Yeah. I couldn't remember what it was called.
That's how I hope we can help you then. Get some attention.
There you go.
Thank you. Yes, join us.
Get some more help in there. Well, anyway, is there anything else you can think of that you want to tell our travel advisors who are watching? Okay. Going once, going twice, going 3 times.
No, I think that it's just important that, I know that everybody's overused the word pivot, but I feel like, a lot of great things have come out of this downtime. And I think Worlds Away is one of them.
Yeah. I also want to add, when we send out the press release and also we let our clients know, it put us back in minds of people that have not traveled in the past year due to the pandemic, but are starting to think about it. And slowly we're starting to think about it, but that gave them kind of a little push to say, oh, you know what, let's start planning. And so we just reminded them that we're here, but we're also with a kind of a fun, exciting news.
Okay.
That is true. Even just by sending out, the press release and here's my new email address, I did get a lot of new requests from clients. I think, it got them maybe excited too, that maybe it was time to start thinking about travel if we were, taking this new business so seriously.
Right. Well, if you're doing that, there must be some, the optimism.
For a reason.
Yeah. It's like you wouldn't be doing this for nothing.
Exactly.
I was going to say the supplier reactions, our partners have been excellent as well. So, I think.
Well, you guys have a track record too. They like you already. They know you.
They know. Yes.
We think they like us.
We hope so.
What?
And so even the ones that don't, we're all meeting them in a fresh way. They know her individually.
And your press release says your combined earning power is quite large. You want to discuss that? Okay, next.
But to build on what Jackie said, though, also about the supplier relations, another good reason for us to combine forces is that we all, maybe worked with a different tour operator in each country, and we're really trying to now talk about, amongst ourselves, why did you like this person? Why did you like that person? Let's pick one and all work together and give all of our business to this one supplier, which, is good for them and also good for us and good for the clients.
Well, and the thing is, by you getting together, you're going to get some volume, and you get the volume pricing.
Volume is obviously key.
Exactly. But it makes more sense to make those decisions together, where we're going to send our Italy business, where we're going to send our Croatia business.
It's a great story. We're all going to follow it. We wish you a lot of luck, and thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
And this is Alan Fine for Insider Travel Report.